Come see us next week, eventbrite.com or the Eventbrite app. That's the portal. Search for The Jason Show and come see us. Well, our guest today became the one to watch on the latest season of Love is Blind, which, if you don't know, if you've been in a cave, was set here where we're based in Minneapolis. Sarah Carton had a connection with Ben and the Pods. They got engaged, sight unseen, but whoop, wasn't smooth sailing. A spoiler alert for the 8 people that haven't finished the season. We're about to show a clip from the wedding episode with the 2 of them at the altar.
Ben, I love you so much. But I've always wanted a partner to be on the same wavelength. And so today I can't. I'm sorry, but I don't want that to be misunderstood. I still love you and everything about you is amazing. And I care about you so much.
Yep. She left him at the altar, and she left us with some questions. Give it up for Sara from Love is Blind. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh my God, we wanted to have you. Let me start. I was going to start somewhere else, but let me just start. I sometimes watch the guests over here. Is it hard to watch that? Because that was a damn year ago.
Yeah, right.
Is it weird because you see it so much? And what is it like now seeing it still?
Yeah, it's overwhelming. You never know if you're gonna have like emotions or feelings resurface, and also how you're gonna cope with everything happening on top of it. But it's a lot to process, and you learn a lot about yourself. You see yourself in like third person, and so I've just reflected a lot about everything that happened. But it's very complex.
Dude, let me ask you this, and I don't know if you're allowed to say this, but I was thinking, knowing a little bit about how TV works, I was thinking, as you're doing the prep, you're in with the family and you're in the dressing room. I was wondering this because we had been on the show. Ben was the first of the cast to be on our show, and he didn't say anything either. So I honestly didn't know. We didn't know how your story ended up. And I'm watching you get ready with your mom and your sister, who I love, and I'm like, do the producers tell you to keep it neutral before you get to the altar? Like, all of that setup. Are you supposed to just play it neutral?
It's really tough because your thoughts are going one way, your emotions are truly going the other. They do ask you, well, they asked me specifically, I'm not sure if they asked Ben, but they asked me the day prior what I was going to say.
Oh.
And so we had that discussion. I don't know if that takes in account of who's asked first at the altar, but I had a good idea of what I was going to say, but it's still just so like thoughts, emotions, there's so many things going on in your head, and it's also just very overwhelming. You're exhausted. So I felt on my wedding day, I was like, I don't even know how to present myself, because like I don't even know within myself, even though You
were still conflicted. Oh my goodness.
I was conflicted, but I had, like, with my hesitations, I knew I couldn't, but it's just, even with the emotions that existed, it's really hard to like think clearly on that day. It's very overwhelming.
Yeah, I can imagine. Having done this, and now you've experienced the full thing, would you ever do a dating show or reality show ever again?
Maybe. I'm open to it, but it was an experience of a lifetime. I'm okay if I never do again. I've learned a lot. It's exhausting, but it was so fun, and I met the best people. Like, I just love that it was Minnesota local. You meet, Minnesota's a big, small town, and it was just so fun to like expand your friend group. So that was so worth it.
Yeah.
What part of it surprised you the most? What part of the whole process surprised you the most?
Okay, honestly, I'm like a very like physical touch person and like in the moment person. I was shocked how well you actually do connect in the pods with people. Like, you really do grow that foundation with multiple people, and because all you do is talk. You talk beneath the surface, and you really get to know people. So that is what shocked me. I thought like there's just no way I'm gonna have to physically be in their presence. But no, you really connect, and it's very, very possible.
And real.
Yeah, no, it's real. Yeah, totally real.
And now I know that the producers obviously just showed your and Ben's timeline, but you said you connected with other people as well. So who were your other connections in the pods that people didn't see?
My top two were Ben and Joey. We had a love square with Monica, and we all talked leading up to the second to last day. And, you know, we all like chose our respective matches, and it was very cordial. There was no drama, so that's probably why they didn't show any of that. But yeah, it's just like you really do connect on those deeper levels.
What is it like for you? And people have gotten into enough of your business, and I'm sure there are questions that people want us to answer, but Falen and I feel you're a guest in our home. We're going to be respectful, so say what you want.
Yeah, ask me anything.
No, but I'm saying, so you do the show. Okay, fine. No, no, but you do the show, and then you're done, and then you have to answer all the crap about the finale, okay? Then you have to answer all the crap about the reunion.
Yeah.
And then there's the post-reunion narrative that you and Joey, who Joey was also on our show, that you and Joey are dating.
Right.
So. And people are still not believing you. I see on the tickety talk, people are still questioning.
I also see that.
Yeah. So is that how frustrating is that? And let me just say, are you dating Joey?
That's a good question.
For the love of Pete.
Right. Well, Joey.
Not for you, but I'm just saying for people that are still questioning
you. Thank you. Yeah. No. Me and Joey are really great friends, and we had a conversation like a week prior to the show airing, early February, if we could see our friendship growing into something deeper. And we both acknowledged that there was a connection and interest there, but we knew with the experience and the circumstance that we're in, that is no time to pursue a relationship right now. And also with respect of everyone involved. We know that the dynamics, it's complex. And so we just decided we're going to keep friends and keep the support for one another. And we still haven't had a discussion to further that. And honestly, I personally didn't know how I was going to cope with the show airing and, you know, just like it being so public. I didn't know if emotions or feelings were going to resurface or anything. And right now, the most important part is just to focus on myself and just have fun. I want to soak in all the fun moments. But it is very frustrating. The internet seems to know a lot more about me and Joey than we do ourselves.
Well,
yeah, it's like, I don't know.
I feel like also your all's exes are posting a lot on social media as well.
Yeah.
Is that difficult to watch that?
Hold that answer. We'll leave him on a cliffhanger. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
Let's make it
We're back with Sara from Love is Blind, season 8.
All right, so we kind of talked about, you know, a lot of people that don't know you at all are posting their hot takes on you and your life, but also your exes are posting some kind of videos here and there implying some things. How has that affected you? How do you feel about that?
It's been difficult. It's been hard, like, watching the podcast, reading the articles, seeing like their own personal posts, because I do understand there can be hurt, and I will never invalidate those feelings. You know, it's a very emotional experience, and but it's hard because I never had the intention to hurt anyone throughout this process or throughout this experience. That's never what I wanted and never what I want, and so I just give people grace. We all cope and react differently throughout this, and overall I still respect everyone throughout the cast. I'm so grateful for everyone that I met and through the experience, but I am so grateful for my support system, my family, my friends, and my friends that I've met through the cast. That has held me so strong.
And your sister. Hi, sister.
Yeah, Lisa.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, Lisa.
Speaking of that, one of the big narratives, I overused word, but one of the big plot lines narrative is when you discovered what the public had known when you guys were stuff on TikTok about Ben, who, if you don't watch the show, Ben was who Sara was with. Anyway, then the moment comes, it's real. The moment comes, you're back in your apartment and you discover the TikTok, which I heard you on a podcast. You actually discover the TikToks. You guys were at a coffee shop or something, right?
A brewery.
A brewery. Okay. In that moment, was his was his explanation satisfactory to you? I was watching your face trying to read you.
Yeah. See, that's the hard part, is I know that this is a real life moment that we are having, but also I do understand in the back of my head it's a TV show that they're trying to produce. This is a person that I love, and I'm trying to protect our relationship. And so I wasn't really digging as much as I wanted to at that moment. So to me, and also I know that Ben was trying to protect himself too. Like I understand that. And it's a very like vulnerable, scary, kind of daunting situation.
You have a camera right here when you're asking.
Yeah, big ones, like kind of like that. Yeah. I got desensitized after a while, but still. And I don't know, at the time I really give the benefit of the doubt. That's just who I am. It comes with its own consequences at times, but I just wanted to have that discussion, the open discussion, see what he had to say, and I'm always going to be tracking it or filing it back in the back of my mind.
Oh, I saw that on your face too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought, don't try to get past her on this one. Yeah.
I know a lot. We've talked about like if you and Joey are dating, but what has it been like? Or maybe you haven't tried to date at all. Has it been bizarre? It's been a year, so you guys have been split for a year. Very normal amount of time for you to start dating and stuff, but now people recognize you out and about.
Yeah.
I'm sure things are very different. Is that weird? Have you just not even tried to date?
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of disappointed in myself with how I've like coped with this whole entire thing. Like, I was just talking to someone yesterday. I feel like this was like the hardest thing that I've ever done. And it took me, I would say, 6 months to like really process and accept everything that happened between me and Ben, and also just like the whole experience in itself. And then by 6 months, it was probably like June or July or something around that time in the summer last year. And then I'm like, okay, well, in 6 months, I have to relive it again, times 100.
Yeah.
And so that was really hard. I never pursued dating. I was like, that it just wouldn't even be fair to me or to that partner. And so I just was kind of hoping sometime down the line, I will.
When you're on something about dating, and the last thing you want to do, it's like working at Dairy Queen, and then the last thing you want to do is eat ice cream. Yeah.
Right.
More with Sara when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Not a great analogy, but. Welcome back, everybody. Don't forget, full episodes on Tubi, Fox Local, and YouTube. We're all across the country. Check your local listings. Our special guest today is Sara from Love is Blind. You can catch up if all the guests we've had. If you want to watch it, it's on Netflix, all of the episodes. Before we do a little fun game, we haven't talked about the reunion. Your general thoughts, that must be like the seventh ring of hell. I mean, because you got to regurgitate all the stress that we've been talking about for 2 segments.
Yep.
You have to go over, feelings come back up.
Yep.
Was it just not great?
It was a lot. And I mean, I get like social and like performance anxiety, like for interviews or for like speeches or anything. So like just knowing I'm going to be on stage and this will be used, like that is like very scary for me. I took 2 propranols that day. That's what I do. I took 1 today. But it's a lot. And also knowing like this is my one time to say what I feel and what I mean. And so it's just like a lot is going through your head, but
I heard that you filmed for 6 hours, though.
Yeah.
And it's cut down into 1 hour.
Yeah, they did not put in everything at all.
Well, we'll end this before we do a game on a compliment, because we obviously rolled it. Fallon and I talked about it. Just know, and I'm not just saying this because you're a guest right here, our commentary was the women came to play.
Yeah,
you guys came to play with receipts, and the guys looked like a fish, just kind of like just like swimming in a pond, a bowl. And I like some of that. I like Joe, you know what I mean? Ben was very nice here, but I'm just saying, you guys were like, I have this receipt, I have this, I have this receipt. Yeah.
I know. I came home and I told my friends, like my college friends, I was like, you guys will not believe it, but all the women were on fire.
Oh, you devoured them.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to play a little game, and we're going to, dating in the pod, dating in real life, we all can relate to this. There are red flags with people, there are green flags with people. I'm going to read a prompt, and Fallon, Sara, and I will use paddles to say if we think what I'm reading is a red flag Like, ain't dating them, or a green flag, okay?
Here we go.
Let's see here. Okay. Their Instagram profile is mostly just selfies and pictures of themselves.
Perfect.
I mean,
Glad we're on the same page.
we have a lot. We have other people on ours too. I have a dog every so often, but yeah.
I think it's better than not having social media, though. I always think that's so bizarre.
You do?
Yeah, I'm like, you're hiding something.
Oh, not having it.
Not having always makes you think that they're up to
I
something
didn't even think
sketchy.
about that.
Yeah.
Like, how many bodies are in your basement? Yeah. They talk a lot about their ex.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Did Ben do that?
No,
No?
not really. Not unless I ask. If it's a healthy conversation of what
Boop.
you've learned, perfect. But no.
Yeah.
Not in a daily conversation.
They have their own YouTube channel.
Absolutely not. No. Not
That
for
was
me.
that was a little setup. I just want to. Yeah, that was a little. Yeah.
Not for me.
No. If you don't get that joke, go ahead and Google that. Yeah, there we go. Let's see here. Oh. They don't tip well at restaurants.
What?
I think that says a lot about someone.
Yeah, I think so too.
And what do you look? What's that
I
face?
have to tell Jake to pull back sometimes on tip. I'm like, I mean, I'm not trying to be like cheap, but I'm like, Jake, I don't know that 50% is necessary.
Oh, wow, that's
like,
very
pull it
generous.
back. I got to pay the mortgage this month, my guy. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying 50, girl. I'm just saying,
I know, like a good standard 20, 25. Yeah.
I know a green one. Let's see here. Here's a good one. Thank you, Jeff. I'll end on a positive one. They text you good morning every day.
That's so sweet.
That's a good one.
I love that.
I do
love
that with Colin. Now, it's
I was
usually...
gonna say, wait, yeah.
I do that with Colin, but I usually go, good morning, and I call him a name. You know what I mean? It's like,
That's okay.
good morning, butthole. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's romance.
That's romance.
Yeah, it is.
We do that with each other.
We do.
But isn't that
Relationship goals.
sweet?
Relationship goals. I want that.
Yeah. Give it up for Sara, everybody. As I said, you can watch the full season of Love Is Blind right here on on Netflix. Follow Sara on social media, and if you do, be nice to her, or Antoinette will beat your ass. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody.
Disappears. She's like, yeah, I got you.
Thank you so